Blackstone Audio presents The Beautiful Fall, Lagerfeld, Saint Laurent, and Glorious Excess in 1970s Paris. By Alicia Drake. This book is read by Bernadette Dunne.
For Rupert. How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris? Sam M. Lewis and Joe Young. Song title, 1919. Forward, 1974. Café de Flore was the essence of all that was desirable on the rive gauche of Paris. It stood on the corner of Saint-Germain-Life, an irresistible mix of café society surging with literary, artistic, wanton, and fashionable ambitions. It was a mirrored place of entrances and encounters. That afternoon in 1974, a young man pulled open its wrought iron and glass-fronted door and paused to watch his beauty take effect. He was dressed incongruously for town and for his age. He wore an open-neck sailor shirt with a blue-striped silk cravat knotted as a tie at his neck. He had on long cream shorts, leaving his legs bare and boyish, and in his hand he carried a slim volume of Robert de Montesquieu's poetry. His schoolboy pose was countered by a mustache, a Proustian affectation that swept from his upper lip in a manicured brushstroke. He stepped through the Flore afternoon, careless of but not oblivious to the accelerated voices and blatant stares, to take his seat on the leather banquette before a brass-framed mirror. His reflection was flushed and exultant. He had spent the morning sitting for David Hockney in his studio on the Cours de Rhône, not far from the Flore. Hockney was living in Paris and sketching a series of friends and personalities that included studies of the American painter Shirley Goldfarb, herself an habitué of the Flore. And now there was to be a portrait of him, neither friend nor yet personality, but possessed of a certain timely allure. Jacques de Bachet de Beaumarchais was the name he had chosen to make his entrance on the Parisian monde. He arrived in Paris with all the ravenous social ambition of Balzac's Eugène de Rastignac, only to discover he had arrived a century too late. The Faubourg Saint-Germain, that geographical stretch of elegance and intrigue that once described the salons and rituals of the grand aristocracy of Paris, was by now more of a nostalgic whim to indulge than a ruling class to conquer. Paris society, like
Sample complete. Ready to continue?